Heavy rains are expected to continue throughout the day in most parts of KwaZulu-Natal. The South African Weather Service has issued an orange alert, level 6 warning for heavy rains with the possibility of flooding in some parts of the province. Now, let's get the latest. We are now joined by teams by KwaZulu-Natal MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Bongiwe Sithole-Moloi. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Just give us the latest in terms of what the situation in the province is like at the moment, and perhaps talk to us about just some of the emergency measures you as the department have put in place.
Good day to you and all to the listeners. Today we are reporting that the South African Weather Services has indicated an issue alert 6, indicating that there is a likelihood of disruptive rains in various areas of KwaZulu-Natal. The weather forecast has also shown that there is a probability that between 12 this afternoon and midnight, most of the areas will be highly affected. In 4 municipalities that has been highlighted, that is Ugu District, Umgungu District, Ilembe District, and eThekwini Metro. We have put together the joint operation cluster, which is dealing with all the matters of disaster. The municipalities all are present in that, people who are also helping us in dealing with matters of disaster, and the non-profit organizations are also part of this joint operation cluster to ensure that we are all ready. We have actually put everything in place, but our primary objective of this meeting is to assess and ensure that we are ready in all these municipalities. In the probability when there is rain that has caused disaster, we are able to act immediately. And there is also a feeling that there might be flooding as well in these areas that I have accounted. We are also ensuring that all the public are informed of this, and also telling them that they must be away and be in a safer place from between this time and midnight, so that they don't find themselves in a disaster situation. Fortunately for us, we have been, there has no incident that has been reported up to now, no serious injuries that has occurred, but our job is still maintaining the close monitoring in all these municipalities. But we are also extending also to other municipalities other than the 4 that I've talked about. And each municipality also has activated its disaster operation centers to ensure that they monitor and respond in incident as necessary as the incident occurred. We receive a confirmation that in their state of readiness and the collectivity, and we are well prepared to address any situation that may arise due to these rains. We want also to appeal with the people of Ugu, eThekwini, Umgungu, and Ilembe, that they must ensure that they are not on the road when the rains are starting. They must not cross the rivers, because that is going to cause the risk. We are hoping that our people of KwaZulu-Natal will work with us. Yes, we have indicated these 4 municipalities, but we are saying people of KwaZulu-Natal must be alert, because it may happen that whilst we're focusing on these 4 municipalities, other municipalities also get affected. We're hoping that people of KwaZulu-Natal will put this alarm, this message, and take it to other people that are not listening to our conversation as I'm putting forward this discussion.
MEC, when you talk of your systems are in place and that you are ready for any eventuality, if we look at what happened last year, over 30,000 people in eThekwini alone, I think, lost their jobs due to just the extensive damage that was caused to many businesses in KwaZulu-Natal. And some of those areas are the areas that you've mentioned now, including Ugu. What are some of those plans, though, in terms of contingencies? I mean, of course, this is a weather condition, but just to make sure that the kind of damage that we saw into the billions last year in May doesn't somehow cause, livelihood this time around. Are you in conversation, for instance, with other departments and businesses?
Yes, we are in conversation with other businesses and also with NGOs in trying to ensure that everybody is aware and everybody is trying to be in a safer place. Unfortunately for us as KwaZulu-Natal, these disasters has been coming now and again, and we're hoping that we will save some lives in a way, but all the systems that we have put in place is to ensure that immediately we get an indication of an area that is now starting to have a disaster kind of a situation, then the teams will just go there, rescue people, rescue some properties or some equipment of those people that are found. That even in the shops, we will try by all means that our teams go out there and assist in ensuring that we rescue people and rescue their staff if we can do that as well. But we also ask the communities as well, because to work together, we can actually try and elevate some of the situation. We are saying to the people in those areas, even if you are not affected directly, but please assist your neighbors in collecting as many as properties as their properties as possible, so that babe khona okuncane okusala ngakubona as abantu abazoyibentula. We have no way of saying that we can guarantee that we are going to do 100% on this, but we are going to ensure that where the government, the departments, respective departments such as your human settlement, your health are activated. They are part of the joint committee that we have activated. They sit there, they know when it's their space, when it's DSD that must come on board, it is aware because it's part of the committee. We certainly want to assure people of KwaZulu-Natal that we are on top of the situation, but also we want to say to the business people, to the NGOs, please come on board, be with us whilst we are waiting to see whether these rains are going to cause more damages, but be away from the places where there is a possibility of flooding. Don't cross the river, don't cross the bridges. As you can see that in KwaZulu-Natal, when those bridges, waters, they collapse and we start afresh to deal with that. I'm certain that even the farmers in those respective districts should be alert, because they also get affected hugely when these rains start to do what is expected in level 6.
MEC, before I let you go, just a final question from me. Are you concerned about if, schooling this time around will be affected? We know, of course, the matric class of 2023 will be writing exams very soon. How concerned are you that this will impact schools and any disruptions foreseen there?
We are certainly concerned because when we talk about these rains, they don't have boundaries to say they will only affect households. They will also affect schools. They affect even the offices, in the halls and every infrastructure that is there, even the bridges, even the roads. We are saying that we'll see as time comes, those schools that are affected, we'll find a way of saying how best working together as departments to ensure that we intervene in time where there is a need of mobile classes where they can write, where we move them from one area that was designated for examination. We then do that because we want to save them and save our children, and we want to ensure that our children write their exam knowing that they're in a safer space. We are monitoring the situation. We want to ensure that in all the situation that we find ourselves, we will be there, and all departments are alert, and we have indicated to them that they must ensure that children are safe, and if there is a need to change the exam rooms, we are going to talk to the public works as well with education to ensure that we put them in a safe space and they continue to write. We are praying that they should not be disrupted. Even if there are disruption, it should be minor disruption, and we'll try by all means to assist and work together as departments led by Premier Wethu KwaZulu-Natal.